Happy Sunday, good people. I'm Felicia, and I'm just here to post a video to give you guys some encouragement and give you a short word from the Lord. If you happen to catch my last video, I mentioned that it was my very first video. I have never created content in the past, but I received a word from the Lord about being more of a creator and less of a consumer. And he gave me that word based on the fact that we are made in his image, and therefore we have the power to create. And so that doesn't mean that you have to necessarily create content, but just any form of creativity that you're producing, just try to walk in that power. So I was talking to my father, asking him, what should I speak about? What should I bring, to these videos? And then I stumbled upon a list of 365 promises that are listed in the Bible that come with scripture references. So I thought that was a very good start for me. I could post a video daily with one of the promises, and with the hopes of being consistent for the whole 365 days. So without further ado, let me read to you promise number one. Promise number one is, I am the Lord your God, and I never change. And that is referenced in Malachi 3:6. Let me read what that says. Malachi 3:6 in the the NIV version. I, the Lord, do not change, so you, the descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. When I was reading that scripture in my Bible, it listed two reference scriptures next to that, so I want to read those for you as well. The next scripture is James 1:17. And James 1:17 in the NIV says, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. And then the second scripture that was referenced in the NIV is Numbers 23:19. That scripture is one of my favorites. God is not human that he should lie, not a human being that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? So again, the first promise on this list is, I am the Lord your God, and I never change. And be encouraged by that word, because it is basically letting us know that the same God that did it for you before will do it for you again. He is the same today, yesterday, and forever. He is the Ancient of Days. He is God. So there's no need for him to change, because he is perfect. So, think of a time when you had a hard situation and you called out to God and he was there for you. So if he was there for you before, and you know that it was God that came through for you, because who else would it be? Then you know that in whatever situation that you're facing today, God is there. He's there for you, and he will come through. Just remember to trust him, trust in his timing, and trust in his will for your life. Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord. So just know that he is there, and he will never leave you or forsake you. Another thing that I just want to remind you is, if you are going through a situation and if you are looking for God, literally read his word. Just to know that you are going through something and looking for God, and you go to his word for the answer, he will answer you. You don't have to skim around, looking for the perfect scripture. Just begin to read his word and just trust that he will lead you to the answer that you're looking for. When you find a scripture that answers to what you're looking for, then meditate on it. If you know the Bible and you know a scripture that fits your situation, go to that scripture and read it and just meditate on it. And in this way, you know God's character, you know how he answers prayers, you know what his voice sounds like, so that when he does speak to you, you will know it's him. But just remember that God is God. He is the Lord, your God, and he will never change. So the best thing about God is he's going to be God, regardless of what we're going through, regardless of any circumstance, and regardless of what the world may think or say. He's in control. Stay encouraged.